This video is on drama. After all the drama that I had to go through, yeah, it takes me a bit to wind down from that. I have real problems. Natalie is really dead. Her dad is really a sexual predator and a physical abuser. And somebody who does drugs and carries around guns and is a felon and still has no problems with taking his remaining daughter on a high-speed chase through Oklahoma and Kansas. Meanwhile, I got to deal with people who are pretending to help me. People like Cara aka Cara Rogers. She was nothing but drama. She threatened the life of Aaron Cockerham. Now, these are all a bunch of people that were supposed to be going to help me. Aaron, she was there for the whole Layla incident, and yeah, she can bear witness to that. The fucking lunacy out of Layla Johnson, a.k.a. Missy Johnson, a.k.a., well, the name she's going by now is Doonan. There's also a lot of other drama hounds. Now, all these drama hounds, they didn't do any damn good. None whatsoever. Katie Cahill, she promised to help, but she was just a drama hound. She was there for entertainment. And that's entirely how it is, because she didn't lift a finger to actually help. She didn't keep her word. And I got used to that out of a lot of people. Now, that Missy Layla Johnson Doonan, her mom lady, who's not an actual human being, it's somebody playing a character, she was letting me know some of the same things that Detective Cara Rogers let me know. That Cara Rogers was somebody who had been in trouble for fraud and for credit card scams and things of that nature. But Layla Johnson went so far as to falsify a state ID, or a college ID, my apologies, and also to falsify a police wanted poster for Cara Rogers. This is all bullshit that I had to deal with. It's got nothing to do with Natalie or I. This is a bunch of people who, instead of doing some helping, these are severely mentally ill people who are meddling into something they should have never been involved in. And yes, Shannon Alvarado is on that list too. I mean, with most of these people, I spent 90% of my time listening to them talk about other people and other things that have nothing to do with anything that's going to help me. And they won't shut the fuck up. And then they want to text and text and text and text the most ignorant bullshit. I'm like, fuck, stop texting me. Call me to listen. And then they call and they talk over me. Holy shit. Most of the recordings between me and others, it's pretty much unusable because it's just them talking about themselves. People love to talk about themselves. The problem is you can't help somebody if you're busy talking about yourself. There are details that you need to understand instead of making the same shitty fucking decisions based on terrible opinions that are based on you not finding out what's going on. Maybe instead of saying somebody should go to the library 30 more times, you should listen to them tell you, hey, if I go to the library, I have to worry about getting assaulted, getting harassed, getting threatened. No, the library is not a good option. Or how many times do you have to explain to people, hey, I walked people to the warming centers and the homeless shelter for years in Boulder, Colorado. I don't need you to spend 13 hours to tell me the address of that fucking place. The reason I'm not going there is because homeless people are fighting each other over whether or not I killed Natalie. But no, people wanted to keep making those same shitty fucking opinions. Meanwhile, I am trying my best to help out Natalie's family by helping to find the killer. And a lot of the people that I know that are considered the criminal element, you fucking ain't right I went to them. They're better at getting things done than the police are, by a long shot. Finding Joey Moreno That would have taken about 4 hours by the time I heard that the police had already spoken with him. Before that, though, yeah, I was trying to find the guy who killed Natalie. I was pretty sure it was Tim Beeson or Ted Bollinger. With Ted Bollinger, you'll understand why. Tim Beeson, when Alicia disappeared, he was threatening people with knives and such. Alicia don't care. She doesn't realize what an impact she has just by not coming forward and telling the truth. Then there's people who just procrastinated like a motherfucker. Like, yeah, I needed people to write those reports about what the Bollingers were doing before I had to do something drastic like threaten the President of the United States' life or threaten the lives of people who are threatening mine. Cara Mia, a.k.a. Cara Rogers, wasn't the only drama hound involved. There's also Cara Johnson Miles. Now, Shannon Alvarado, I like her. She's a really nice lady. She really is. But she gets that liquor in her and it's fuck. Non-stop bullshit until she passes out. And usually she doesn't pass out until 3, 4 in the morning. So you're talking about 6 o'clock at night until 3 or 4 in the morning. You're dealing with an alcoholic for 7 straight hours of, oh my God, please, please don't fill every single second with drama and bullshit. And then she was trying to do the same thing with me that I hate so much when other people do it. Like my dad, instead of hearing what I had to say, Diane, back me up on this. Diane doesn't know what the fuck is going on, Dad. She hasn't listened to me at all. How the fuck can she back you up on something you don't know a goddamn thing about, huh, Dad? So then Shannon's wanting me to back her up every night, senseless fucking drama about her boyfriend. And yeah, he's a fucking childish dickhead. He does not deserve to have children. He should have never had children. The fact that somebody bred with him just shows that there's a lot of people on fucking drugs. And then people are like, hey, I don't want the drama. You know what? I didn't want your fucking drama either, Cara Mia. Cara Rogers. Cara Johnson. Cara Miles. God, what a bunch of goddamn wingnuts. Now that I'm in a positive environment, I don't have the money to do any of the things that I need to do. I don't have an income anymore. Warrants were issued for my arrest that should not have been issued. I was incarcerated, therefore I could not fail to appear in court. However, Pamela Carty, my public pretender, refused to do her job repeatedly, not showing up to appointments, not having her investigator show up for appointments, not requisitioning evidence, not showing up in court on my court dates, lying to me outright, repeatedly. No, that woman does not deserve a job. She deserves prison time. And I am waiting on her still to send me the paperwork for my court dates. How long does it take for them to doctor them up? That's what I want to know. Why does it take this long for that evidence to be sent to me? What was done and said in those court dates is illegal. And the American public, the world public, needs to know this. America doesn't give a fuck about the poor. The American poor don't give a fuck about the poor. And the middle class, they're destroying the United States with their credit. Most of these people are going to die overstretched on credit that makes them believe that they're doing better than the homeless. And they are. They still get to have stuff because they got lucky. Meanwhile, a homeless person has to work 4 jobs to their 1 in order to hopefully get up and out because they don't have that credit. And if they try to get that credit, they're too high risk. Meanwhile, you're the one that's going to die with $150,000 in debt while living in a house Every homeless person in the United States is a refugee. Every one of them. Political refugees, financial refugees. We don't have a place, and therefore we have no rights.